I like Kevin Hart. I see his excitement, his enthusiasm about, oh, look at me, look what I'm doing. But it's the plan they have for your bro. That's what you got to get ready for.
But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up earlier than me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And I'm
what the f*** did Puff just say? Nobody's going to acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid.
Things got real. You know,
brother, I gotta tell you something, man. I love your energy, and I love that when people need you, you stand up. You stand up and you show out. I'm not only a fan, I'm a friend, but I'm your brother, and I follow your lead, man.
Kevin Hart's close ties with Diddy are back in the spotlight, and rumors are swirling around that Kevin wasn't just casually hanging out at Diddy's parties. Instead, he was supposedly a regular at those rumored freak-off sessions with other industry men. Kevin recently came under fire from various industry insiders, including Katt Williams and Jaguar Wright, who have accused him of being a plant and lying about his rise to fame. Jaguar even went as far as alleging in a recent interview that Kevin took a shortcut to success by allowing industry men to take advantage of him during these secret boat parties.
Kevin's rise was meteoric. And we all knew the second that we heard that he was going to get soul plane because he went to Catalina on that boat with Will Smith. And the only time get on that boat and go to Catalina is when they about to get ushered in. And when I say ushered in, I mean you bending over. You and TD Jake suffer from the same illness. Power bottomless.
And now adding fuel to the fire, the former bodyguard of comedy legend Richard Pryor is chiming in. And according to him, it's only a matter of time before it's Kevin's turn to pay the piper.
Of all the security shit you have set up, you set that up with them. And that's who's robbing you. We just gonna get the blame.
So let's dive into these rumors about Kevin Hart and Diddy, because there's been a lot of talk lately suggesting that Kevin's success might not all be down to sheer hard work. At the forefront of these rumors is Katt Williams, who's been dropping hints all over the place that Kevin might have struck some shady deals with the big shots in the entertainment industry. As you all know, there's this ongoing conspiracy theory that black men entertainers have to do certain things, like wearing a dress on screen to reach the top levels of fame, and quite a few industry insiders have spoken about it, including Dave Chappelle.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. That's happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer, I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here.
Now, when Kevin was asked about what Dave said regarding black entertainers and the whole dress issue, he just laughed it off. And while he doesn't flat out say no to the idea of wearing a dress for a role, he made it very clear that he wouldn't do anything that would compromise his brand.
Definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. You know, for me, I know what they are.
But then just a year later, Kevin showed up in an SNL sketch wearing a dress, and suddenly it was like his career skyrocketed. Sure, Kevin was doing okay before that SNL sketch, but he wasn't exactly selling out stadiums or getting cast in major blockbuster roles like he is today. Now, when Katt Williams was questioned about Kevin's dress stunt, he didn't exactly tear Kevin apart, but he hinted that there's more to it, suggesting that this whole situation runs deeper, and it was just Kevin's turn to play along with the game.
So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next. Okay. Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment.
Anyway, after the fuss over that dress sketch, Kevin's Hollywood status just kept on climbing. Suddenly, he was scoring invites to all these fancy Hollywood parties, getting roles in big-budget blockbusters, and packing out arenas with his stand-up specials. It was like his career shifted into high gear, and there was no slowing him down. But then, in January of this year, came that legendary episode of Club Shay Shay featuring Katt Williams, and Katt Katt dropped a bombshell that shook things up big time. He straight up accused Kevin of being an industry plant and lying about his rise to stardom. According to Katt, here's the deal. Kevin made a name for himself out on the East Coast, right? But then out of nowhere, he started landing these golden opportunities in Hollywood without really having to grind it out and prove himself there. It's like he got a VIP pass to the top without putting in the same sweat and toil as other more talented comedians.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you.
So Katt broke it down like this. Whether you want to call it Illuminati or prefer some other term, the outcome is the same. There's this elite club of folks who pretty much run the show in the industry. And if you want to make it big, you've got to play by their rules and become a part of their club.
These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen.
And then Katt hit us with another bombshell, saying that he missed out on some big roles just because he requested certain scenes be taken out, especially scenes with openly gay content. And here's the kicker. According to Katt, those roles ended up going to Kevin Hart.
For a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk, that all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual, because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right? And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem, and then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was, and acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standard.
Where he mentioned turning down an offer from Diddy to take him out. And now the rumor mill is churning with whispers that Kevin Hart might have accepted that very same offer from Diddy.
I'm gonna tell you like I told Puffy, I don't let men take me out, sir. I'm good.
Now let's talk about that bizarre video of Kevin interviewing Diddy at his house party, where Diddy mentioned waking up in the morning with a young Usher and wrestling over the Frosted Flakes.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed, at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Usher.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. And now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen.
So far, Kevin still hasn't publicly addressed this interview. But now that all these troubling allegations about Diddy are making headlines, some people are speculating that Kevin stayed quiet because he might have been a regular at Diddy's FO parties and might have known exactly what Diddy meant when he said he was wrestling with Usher. But see, Kevin didn't completely completely distance himself from Diddy after all this. In fact, quite the opposite. He was seen partying with Diddy multiple times over the years. Take, for instance, Kevin at Diddy's 50th birthday bash, sharing a long hug with Diddy right there on the dance floor alongside Usher. And then during the COVID lockdown, Kevin and Diddy had this deep chat on IG Live, where Kevin opened up about how much he admired and looked up to Diddy.
Kev, you know, I'm here playing engine like Kevin Durant right now for the people, for the healthcare workers. You know, and
I get it. You got it.
You look beautiful. It was a great move.
You know, I throw that product in there. I'm a fan of the product.
Things got real. You know,
brother, I gotta tell you something, man. I love your energy, and I love that when people need you, you stand up. You stand up and you show out. I'm not only a fan, I'm a friend, but I'm your brother, and I follow your lead, man. You do amazing things, and right now...
Also, Jaguar Wright recently jumped into the conversation, sharing her thoughts on Kevin and his ties to Diddy. Jaguar said that what Katt Williams has said about Kevin on Club Shay Shay only scratches the surface, because the real story is a lot messier than anyone realizes. Jaguar explained that while she'd usually support someone from her Philly roots, she apparently knows too many shady things about Kevin to show him any love. So according to Jaguar, Kevin likes to be carried, and she meant that in both a literal and figurative sense.
Kevin Hart is one of those people I just don't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that like to be carried. His whole career has been a carry. Katt Williams ain't tell no lie. Katt Williams actually went light on him. For real, for real.
Jaguar also brought up the interview Kevin did with Diddy and Usher, suggesting that Kevin probably knew what was going on and understood what Diddy meant when he mentioned wrestling.
Like, he was at that Diddy party interviewing Usher with the dildos on the bed, and then want to sit up there and try to act like, you know, he ain't know what was going on. He knew exactly what the fuck was going on.
Jaguar also alleged that unlike Katt Williams, Kevin never crafted an original joke from scratch. Instead, according to Jaguar, Kevin took a shortcut and was supposedly initiated into the upper echelons of Hollywood by allegedly allowing industry men to take advantage of him.
I've seen footage of Katt Williams working out a joke, building a joke, writing a joke, creating a joke, setting a joke up live on camera. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've never seen that with Kevin Hart. Kevin's rise was meteoric. And we all knew the second that we heard that he was going to get soul plane because he went to Catalina on that boat with Will Smith. And the only time niggas get on that boat and go to Catalina is when they about to get ushered in. And when I say ushered in, I mean you bending over. Everybody know Kevin Hart is gay for the pay and gay for the stay. Everybody knows that Kevin Hart chose to get f***ed in.
Jaguar then highlighted that people who are cracking gay jokes about Diddy, Kevin Hart, and others in the industry are completely missing the mark. She argued that it's not about their personal preferences. Rather, it's about a supposed agenda or rituals, as she put it, that are allegedly being forced onto young individuals trying to break into the entertainment business.
I know it's not homosexuality. And I've said that on numerous occasions. There is a huge difference between a homosexual lifestyle and a sodomite agenda.
And now on top of all this, famous celebrity bodyguard Rashawn Khan, whose clients included Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, and Jamie Foxx, has chimed in to warn Kevin that he shouldn't get too comfortable with his success, because those who helped him rise to the top are just waiting for the right moment to take it all away.
I like Kevin Hart. I see his excitement, his enthusiasm about, oh, look at me, look what I'm doing. But it's the plan they have for your bro. That's what you got to get ready for. That right there, not you making money. That's the given. It's what. How are they gonna bring you down? Look at our artists at the end. Look at unsung. How every artist that reached the peak at the end didn't have. That's a plan. Because they didn't get together to say, hey, at the end of our careers we're gonna be broke. that was orchestrated.
And as for fans, they're saying it's only a matter of time until the full truth about Kevin Hart and his ties to Diddy finally come to light. And if all these stories about Kevin Hart taking shortcuts to success are true, well, then that success can be taken from him as quickly as it was given. One fan said, "I've lived in Philadelphia my whole life. Never heard of Kevin Hart until he went to Hollywood." And another one wrote, "Kevin Hart is not sleeping very well these nights. He knows that it's only a matter of time till those Sean Diddy Combs videos come out. They got all the dirt on you and all you celebrities that went to the parties and did other things to other guys. You guys are sick and evil." But what's your take on Kevin Hart and his alleged ties to Diddy? And what do you think is the real truth about Kevin's success in Hollywood? Drop your comments below and don't miss out on this next video.